Hi, my name is Gaten Scrow. I'm an internist, general internist, and clinician educator here at the VA and at the University of Pittsburgh School of Medicine. I work as an educator primarily with the internal medicine residents who rotate here at the VA, and I also work a lot with the medical students during both their preclinical and clinical years. I work a lot with standardized patients in all of the classes that I teach. Up here with the residents, we do a lot of simulation-based training, particularly in procedures. So we have applications for SPs in abdominal paracentesis and in ultrasound courses. And at the medical school, we have standardized patients who help with the advanced physical examination course to help us learn how to examine patients, and particularly even to do pretty sensitive parts of the exam for the first time on standardized patients, so that you're kind of ironing out the kinks before you have to examine a real patient who's a lot more vulnerable. And then probably my favorite experience with the standardized patients is in the medical interviewing course. There's a couple levels, the intro and advanced medical interviewing, that the first and second year medical students participate in. And this is really their first opportunity to learn how to take a history from a patient, to learn some of the skills involved in asking good questions, and also dealing with emotion and with difficult situations. It's sort of in that context that I have some of my greatest memories with SPs. Some of them are really incredible actors, and I tell my students that this is going to be intense. These interviews can get very emotional, and that's the purpose of it. We had a student who was interviewing an SP last fall, and in the scenario, the patient was in the hospital with her daughter who was dying of a brain tumor. And it was an incredibly moving case. And the student got teary-eyed, I got teary-eyed, and I said, you know what, you're never going to forget that. I know it was hard, but you're never going to forget that. And what a wonderful experience that was for the student to learn how to kind of navigate that situation, just as if it were real life. But SPs are more than actors. They're really collaborators. In that medical interviewing class, we'll meet in the hallway before we go in, and the SP goes into character, and they'll ask me, how do you want me to play this? What skills is this student working on? How can I, lead this interview in one direction or another so that we emphasize those skills? So I've just been super impressed with the professionalism, with the quality of acting, and the contributions that the SPs make to our teaching.